there, my name's Adam Voigt. I'm the founder and director of Real Schools, and this is a video invitation to the parents of students at Flinders Christian Community College at the LaTrobe Campus in Traralgon. We want you to come along to a parent information session that we're going to run on October the 21st. It's a Tuesday night. We're going to run it at 6 p.m. down at the school. And it's all about a partnership that my organisation, Real Schools, has with your school. And what we're doing is trying to implement something called restorative practices. And that's something that you may or may not have heard about before. But regardless, the information session is about making sure that you know everything about restorative practices that you need to know to be able to complement the school's work, but also to be able to contribute to the school's work in a really meaningful way. What does restorative practices do? For me, restorative practices is important because what it does is it connects really strongly to the two key reasons that most parents send their children to school. Number one is that you send them to school for learning. So what we want to be able to demonstrate to you on this evening is just how restorative practices is being used to make sure that your students, that your children engage at a higher level while they're at school. So we're looking at how we can actually make sure that the practice being used by the teachers is geared towards higher rates of student learning in your school. The second thing that we believe you send your children to school for is so that we can work in partnership to build better citizens, to build better young people who are capable of going out into the world and not only contributing to the world, but also being incredibly successful in that world. And we think to do that, they're going to need some really clever skills around how to build relationships, how to sustain relationships, how to eliminate bullying, how to make sure that they can be dealt with in a firm and a fair way, and also how they can deal with others in a firm and a fair way. We want to show you right from the informal end and how we're dealing with very small issues, perhaps around student behaviour, to the way that we're going to deal with it at the very serious end as well, so that you can know that we're going to deal with things consistently. And then hopefully you can be so enthused by that that you'll also deal with it consistently. Because you see, those two big concepts around learning and citizen building can't be done by the school alone. We need you. And that's why on October 21st at 6 p.m, we really need you to come down to the school. And just hang around with us for an hour or so, find out a little bit more about restorative practices and have your say. I talk to a lot of schools around Australia now, and as a former school principal, I'm very interested in schools and parents getting on the same page. But I talk to a lot of these schools and I ask who's writing that page. And the really exciting part about working with you and working with your school is that this is a school that wants to write that page, and they want to write it with you. The first step is to come along on Tuesday, October 21st at 6 p.m. down at the school. It'll be an enjoyable evening, it'll be an informative and a productive evening, and hopefully an evening where you'll leave with something that you can use straight away to hopefully start building even better relationships with your own children. And it's an exciting fork in the road for our school, and we really hope that by working together, by collaborating at this level around the really important stuff of what schools are all about, that we can make a massive difference in the lives of your children. Looking forward to seeing you October the 21st, 6 p.m. down at the school. Bye for now.